This next story is absolutely hilarious. I got to tell you about Elon Musk's AI platform, Grok. It's kind of cool. I actually use it sometimes, and it's a very neat platform. Someone decided to ask, who might Donald Trump be talking about when he went in front of cameras just the other day and said, hey, we're going to get most favored nation in terms of drug pricing. We're going to bring these drug prices down because it's not fair. I get this guy, my fat buddy, who's taking the fat shot, and he pays all this money here in New York, but when he's in London, it's a fraction of the cost. And so people wanted to know, well, who's the fat buddy that he's talking about? And Grok had an answer. But first, watch the soundbite. Here's Donald Trump talking about his friend who takes the fat shot.
I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. A highly neurotic, brilliant businessman, seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot drug. And he called me up. And he said, President, he used to call me Donald, now he calls me President, so that's nice respect. But he's a rough guy, smart guy, very successful, very rich. I wouldn't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. Said, President, could I ask you a question? What? I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take. I said, it's not working. He said, I just paid $88. And in New York, I pay $1,300. What the hell is going on?
It's funny. I was just gulping my water as I listened to that. Totally funny. So I have my own idea on who the fat buddy could have been. And I don't want to say it because it's kind of, it's a little bit mean and I don't want to. But Grok also has its idea on who the fat buddy is. And drumroll, please, drumroll. Can you guys guess? Grok thinks it's Elon. His own platform thinks it's him. I actually don't think it is, but I just was dying at this. Apparently, Elon has admitted to taking Ozempic, so, that made sense, I guess. And then you think about a super successful, super well-known business person who's kind of neurotic. Yeah, it's starting to sound like Elon bit by bit, but this just cracked me up. So the Daily Mail had a piece on it. The comment went viral. Of course, the comment I just showed you, and had many wondering who the president could be referring to. So one person decided to ask Grok, the Elon Musk created AI app that lives on the social media platform X. And the response was, quote, it's likely Trump was referring to Elon Musk, given Musk's public use of weight loss drugs like Ozempic and his global business profile. The thing is, though, if you listen carefully, Donald Trump said, hey, buddy, it's not working. It's not working. And I do think that actually it has worked for Elon. I think Elon was a little bit upset. A while back, he was caught somewhere. I want to say like off the coast of Sardinia or something a couple of years ago, and they were making him look really bad. They laughed about him being like a beached whale because he was super, super pale. He's not getting his vitamin D, super, super pale and kind of on the larger side. And then after that, he seems to have taken one of these fat drugs and now he's slimmed down. So given that he's slimmed down, I don't think Trump would be saying, hey, buddy, it's not working for you. Because it clearly seems to have worked for one Elon Musk. So again, I have my idea on who it is. I don't want to share it because it's kind of mean. But I'm curious to think or to hear what you think. I'm looking in the comments if you guys have any ideas on that one. Trump is funny. You got to hand it to him. He is really, really funny. Wait till you hear what he has to say. Wait till you hear what he's saying about his jet that he has to pull into Qatar with. He's like, excuse me, right? You look around and like all these other jets are so much bigger than mine. So long as we're talking about health and vitamin D, good chance to give a shout out for our friends over at Balance in Nature. Again, the beauty of being independent is I have wonderful folks like this that help bring this show to all of you for free every single day. And you get 35% off if you take this. They send it to me. I love it. It comes to my doorstep. I take my fruits and veggies gummies. They're really, really tasty actually every day. And there's all kinds of good natural ingredients. None of this GMO stuff. This has been coming up, obviously, right? With RFK Jr. recently talking about the importance of health and the ingredients in your stuff, including, by the way, I'm going to add in your vitamins. So I take my fruits and veggies every day. They got tons of stuff on there. You don't have to take fruits and veggies. I just happen to like it. And I know that this way I really do get my fruits and veggies. I mean, I try. Listen, I try. I try and eat very healthy. I try to make sure I had like some salmon and broccoli last night. I try to eat fruit, but you know what? The reality is I'm always working. I'm always going a mile a minute. I by the time I finish cooking dinner for the kids, I'm like, okay, now I have to eat. So at least this helps me know I'm getting some baseline of my important vitamins that I need to be at my best. And so it's a totally true story. My doctor said to me, you got to have a higher vitamin D level. It's like tanking, and that comes with all kinds of implications for bone issues later in life, etc. So I was like, well, this kind of gels well, because Balance in Nature wants to be a sponsor on the show, and they asked me to try their product. So I did, and it's good stuff, and it tastes good. So I like the fruits and veggies. It's helped me a lot. I encourage you to look at it. 35% off, by the way. 1-800-246-8751 is their number, or just use my name, Trish, for the 35% off. It helps the show. It helps you, etc. Free shipping, I should mention, and also money back guarantee. So win-win-win.